Imagine unlocking more focus, sharper memory, and better decision-making without learning a single new skill. You don't need a productivity app, a nootropic pill, or a high-performance morning routine. You need sleep. Not just more sleep, but better sleep. Because if you're not optimizing your rest, you're limiting your brain power. In this video, we're diving deep into the neuroscience of sleep and how it powers your mind to perform at its peak. We'll cover why sleep makes you smarter, more emotionally stable, and creatively sharper. Plus, we'll give you a science-backed action plan to transform your sleep into a daily brain upgrade. Let's dive in. The importance of sleep for cognitive function. Sleep is not just rest, it's repair, restoration, and reorganization for the brain. During sleep, your brain isn't passive. It's actively cleaning, sorting, and rewiring. Chronic sleep deprivation, on the other hand, doesn't just make you tired, it erodes your mental edge. Research from the National Institutes of Health shows that even one night of poor sleep can impair cognitive performance on par with alcohol intoxication. Over time, this leads to memory lapses, reduced attention span, emotional instability, and even shrinkage in brain volume. But why is sleep so essential? Sleep allows for the clearing of neurotoxins, such as beta amyloid, which accumulates during wakefulness and is linked to Alzheimer's disease. It helps regulate neurotransmitters like dopamine and serotonin, which control mood and motivation. It strengthens synaptic connections, solidifying what you've learned throughout the day. You may not realize it, but your brain is more active during sleep than when you're watching Netflix. And that activity is doing the heavy lifting of cognitive maintenance. Why sleep makes you smarter now? Let's get to the fascinating part: how sleep literally makes you smarter. 1. Memory consolidation during sleep, especially slow-wave and REM sleep. Your brain consolidates memories, converting short-term information into long-term knowledge. This is when your hippocampus transfers data to the neocortex for storage. A 2023 study published in Nature Neuroscience used real-time brain imaging to show that students who slept after learning new information retained 40% more compared to those who stayed awake. 2. Improved focus and attention. Sleep enhances prefrontal cortex function, the area responsible for decision-making and attention. Ever notice how hard it is to concentrate after a poor night's sleep? That's because your brain's command center is sluggish and less efficient. In fact, a 2022 meta-analysis in the Journal of Sleep Research found that people who averaged less than 6 hours of sleep per night had a 70% higher rate of attention-related errors. 3. Enhanced creativity and problem-solving during REM sleep. The brain becomes less linear and more associative, perfect conditions for creative insights. Studies show that REM sleep enhances out-of-a-box thinking. A Stanford University study in 2024 found that participants who napped and reached REM sleep were 33% more likely to solve a complex problem they previously failed at. So if you want to retain what you learn, focus better, and generate new ideas, don't push through the night's sleep through it. Sleep and your mental well-being. Sleep isn't just for smart sits, for sanity too. 1. Mood regulation. A good night's sleep stabilizes emotional circuits in the brain. The amygdala, the emotional center, becomes overactive when you're sleep-deprived, making you more reactive and less rational. Sleep helps balance cortisol and serotonin, which are critical for emotional stability. Poor sleep has been strongly linked to anxiety, depression, and irritability. 2. Stress and anxiety reduction. When you sleep, your parasympathetic nervous system takes the lead, calming the body, lowering your heart rate, and reducing cortisol levels. A rested brain can better manage daily stressors. A 2024 paper in The Lancet Psychiatry showed that improving sleep hygiene in adults with chronic stress reduced anxiety scores by over 40%. 3. Emotional resilience. Sleep strengthens your brain's ability to process emotional experiences. Without sleep, it's harder to put things into perspective. Rested individuals are more emotionally flexible and less likely to In short, sleep resets your mood and builds emotional bandwidth. Optimize your sleep habits for peak performance. Knowing the benefits is one thing. Applying them, that's where the real transformation happens. Here's how to engineer sleep that supercharges your brain. 1. Keep a consistent sleep schedule. Go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends. This regulates your circadian rhythm and optimizes the release of melatonin, your body's natural sleep hormone. 2. Design a sleep-friendly environment. Keep your room cool. Around 65 degrees Fahrenheit or 18 degrees Celsius is ideal. Block out all light. Use blackout curtains or a sleep mask. Eliminate noise distractions or use white noise machines. 3. Pre-sleep wind-down routine. Don't expect your brain to switch off the second your head hits the pillow. Signal sleep by reading a physical book, no screens, practicing mindfulness or deep breathing, taking a warm shower to cool your core temperature. Avoid caffeine after 2 p.m. and reduce alcohol, which disrupts REM sleep. Harness the power of sleep for a better life. Sleep is not a passive luxury. It's an active investment in your mental clarity, emotional resilience, and learning capacity. Every hour of optimized sleep is a deposit into your cognitive bank account. Let's recap the key takeaways. Sleep consolidates memory, enhances creativity, and sharpens attention. It regulates mood and lowers stress. Better sleep habits improve both short-term productivity and long-term brain health. Bonus point. Here's something you may not know. Your brain continues to process and rewire even in microsleep's brief moments of dozing off lasting just seconds. These moments, while not ideal, show how desperate your brain is to restore balance when deprived. Microsleeps are not a strategy, they're a warning sign. Action plan. Sleep optimization blueprint. 1. Audit your sleep. Track your current sleep patterns for 7 days. 2. Choose your sleep window. Select an 8-hour sleep window and stick to it for the next 21 days. 3. Create a night ritual. Build a 30-minute routine to signal bedtime. 4. Eliminate sleep disruptors. Ditch the late caffeine, alcohol, and screen exposure. 5. Reassess weekly. Make small adjustments and use apps like Sleep Cycle or RA to track quality. If you've made it this far, chances are you're serious about improving your brain and your life. Sleep is one of the most powerful, underused tools in your arsenal. And the best part? It's free. So make it a priority. Tonight. Your brain will thank you tomorrow. If you found this valuable, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more science-backed content on peak mental performance. Share your sleep struggles or wins in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Sleep well, stay sharp, and we'll see you in the next video.